Hey y'all, I'm going to try again. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but anyway, I don't know, maybe it's time for a new one. I don't know. But I had gotten some makeup a while back and I had wanted to do a tutorial, and today I need to put on my makeup anyway, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. So let me just go ahead and get started. It is this Makeup Forever Professional Paris refillable makeup system, and what it comes, this little box it is honestly an empty pan. It's got a magnetized bottom, and it's perfectly sized for their stuff. So then you go and pick your stuff, and I picked a facial product and some eyeshadows. So I got 4 eyeshadows and a blush, I think is what this was. Yes, and this blush color is B500, and just honestly, I didn't keep but one of the boxes, so let's see which one I did get. M631. Anyway, they're high impact shadows, supposedly, so I thought let's try it. So I do have a little bit done, and a makeup done. I had some liner and just a little base put on, but this is what it looks like that I purchased. So again, the little blush here, and then I always believe in having a highlighter, and the closer to a champagne white is what I like, but this has got more of the orangey tones like everything does right now. But and then also something neutral for blending in the transition area, and then a dark color for the crease and for lining, and then maybe another color. And so I chose this beautiful emerald green. I just think that's really, really pretty. It's a deep, deep, like foresty green. And then the blush is more of a cherry blush, so that it doesn't have any orange in it. And I actually think this actually doesn't. It doesn't have orange in it. I did do a little bit of blushing already, but I think they still... Do I have a blush brush in here? No, but I could use... Do I have any? I could use this. I am going to just add a little bit of color on my cheeks. And I'm just going to dot it in, because this is very pigmented. I will tell you all that. And so once I dot it in, then I blend it out. And I'm just doing, you know, right on the base of the nose, like where you might get a sunburn. And then the cheeks. Wow, that's really strong in it. And then also, because I have a very bulbous chin and these little gels that have happened since I've aged, then, wow, that's so pink. I've got to really blend that out. Wow. Okay. But it does blend out well. And it's very pigmented. Then a little on either side of the temple. You can do that with just contouring. Wow, that is so red, y'all. Okay, so I need much less. All right, remember, what do we do when it gets too red? Use your foundation brush and just start from the inner part of your face and go out like that, and just kind of tone it back down. See the difference? Just the edges mainly. See the difference in that and that? So that's one of the fixes that you can do if you over blush or over contour. Just use your foundation brush and kind of start from where you don't have color, like go in and pull out. Yeah, it looks like I spent the day in the sun here. Yeah, let's blend that down a little bit. Okay, it's a little bit better. That's fine. Yeah, I think that blends it. Okay. So let's get to the colors, shall we? Then we'll do maybe a little mascara. I am going to start with this lighter color. This kind of peachy champagne color. I like that it has a mirror, so I don't have to hold another mirror. And I'm going to go right under the brow with that color. Blend it out. And then I'm going to use the butt end of, this is a Sigma E70 eye brush. And get the inner corner and then kind of dust it back over the lid. Yeah. It is kind of more peachy than it is champagne. So I wish it was didn't have so much of a coppery look to it, but you know, I think this is all they had. Where I got it at Sephora, and I do not feel like it's covering the lids very well. Let me try again. Sometimes it needs to be buildable, where you build it up. Other times you need to use your finger. That does make a difference sometimes, and other times you might need to just, you know, spray spray your brush. You know, sometimes things are activated when they're wet. That's just the way some makeup is. You just have to experiment with your makeup and see how did they make it. That looked good. Good enough. Okay. And then, remember I always say, there's a time that you're done. You just can't keep fooling with it. Alright, so the transition color actually is pretty dark. This color right here. But we'll try it. And I am using my large fluffy E50 from Sigma. And I just feel like this is probably going to be really pigmented. Yep, it is. I'm doing a light hand here, and this is the transition area between the brow and the crease that I'm talking about. Okay. Yes, I didn't do too much, but that's a good transition color actually. You got to do a light hand with it because it's very, you know, you can always build it up. And then I'm going to use a tapered blending brush. This is an E45. And you can use this either this dark color, which I would normally, but I want to try out this foresty green color. So I'm just, and you roll it like that when you've got a taper because it's not, you know, it's not a flat line. You have to get it on all the little, and then tap it off real good because that's going to really kind of overdo it. And I'm going to just start with the outer V, just coming down. I'm not finding that there's a good payoff. It's got good pigment, but it's getting it from the brush to your skin. I'm just going to run that through the crease. Again. Really pick up that green. Now, I could have just done this for just an everyday, especially working from home. That would be fine. I like to add definition, so I do give myself, but this is really kind of more of a night look. It depends on what you like. I like to have definition even during the day. And honestly, I wanted to try out that green color, so let's just build it again on this side. Just you come down at an angle because you're building that outer V. And then you go up, and that's your V. Do you see the V right there? It's a sideways V like that. And this is such a dark green, it's going to almost have a black, so you don't want to do but a couple of washes of it. Make sure that you get the green really prevalent so that it doesn't blend down too much because you want the green to show up, you know, that it's green. Ah! And I just hit my, looks really good on the chin when you like go flipping your brushes around. Okay, and now I want to use a shader. This is a short shader. Oh, this is my NARS one, but here is the Sigma one. I won't use this because I usually use this for brown, so this one I'm going to use for color. And it's an E20 from Sigma. This NARS one is number 15. But it's just a short shader. It's stacked. It's very, very, very short and dense, and so it's good for lining, frankly. And you can wet it. I use my own spit. Some people say, that's not very sanitary. Well, it's my spit, so it's in my mouth. I would never share with anyone else, though. Alright, so I'm just going to run this through the lash. Just like I normally would a darker brown, but I'm just adding this green focus right now. I'm just going to also kind of put that in the lash line a little bit. Go. Yeah, don't share your makeup. If somebody wants the makeup and they love your makeup, go get it for them. Unless it's super expensive and you can't. I just let them have it. Not yours because you've used that, unless you haven't. So there you go. This is pre-blended. That's what it looks like. It's a very pretty color. I like the color, y'all. I am still going to, again, there is the look. I am going to use a, well, I won't close that yet. I am going to use a liner. What did I do with that liner? Hello, where's the liner? It's a brown liner this time. Normally I use black, y'all know that, but I'm going to blend first. Let me get just a dome blending brush. What do we got? Here's one. And this is a E35 from Sigma. I do like Sigma brushes the best, y'all. If y'all say, you know, Beth, what would you recommend? It'd be Sigma. Be careful how you blend. You don't want to blend this color into the other colors. I did not need to blend the crease. I mean the transition area. I'm just blending this crease color a little bit. so that there's no lines. Yeah. But don't overblend it or it'll just turn to black or a dark brown. You'll lose the individual color when you overblend. Some people blend as they go, and I guess that's how they combat that. I also use the fatty part of my hand or the meaty part of my hand to kind of make sure. Some people use tape and there's a cut line there. I don't like that look, but I do blend with my hand to do that. So we blended. Now we are going to use. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you, if I was going to use this green on the lid, which would be beautiful, and we're going to be doing some, like one video per day, I'm going to use all the colors in another palette, and I'm only going to put it on the lid and then have a transition color. But when you've got a color like that you want to put on the lid and you really want to pack it in, get the color on, I use my large shader, which is an E60 from Sigma. It's like a paintbrush, and it does help because it lays flat. Okay, so, liner. That's what we were doing. Okay, so this liner is from Revlon. It's Revlon Color Stay Line Creator. Longwear liquid and kohl pencil. So it's a dual-ended. There's your pencil. I've already got on eyeliner, so I'm not using that. I guess I could add it, because I'm sure it's worn down by now. I'm on my lunch break right now. And this makeup that I had on, just kind of the base to get going so this didn't take so long, was from this morning. Okay, so brown is just much more subtle, as you can see. It's not so harsh looking as black, so I may do that for some daytime looks. And then the other end of it is a liquid liner. Now, when I say liquid, I mean the old-fashioned liquid, so you got to be really careful placing this. And because it's brown, I haven't done that in a while, I'm just going to use little dashes. And then after this, I will do a mascara tutorial, so I'm going to let this dry. And then we'll get a completed look. Because I'm going to use